Andrew was an experienced surfer who had always been drawn to the ocean. He had spent countless hours in the water and had never had any major issues. However, one fateful day, his love for the sea nearly cost him his life. It was a clear, sunny afternoon when Andrew paddled out to catch some waves. He had been surfing for about an hour when he suddenly felt something brush with sharks, until one day he found himself face to face with one of the most feared predators in the sea. It started out as any other day. Andrew and his friends had gone out early in the morning for a surfing session. The waves were perfect and Andrew was having a blast catching them. Everything was going well until he felt a sudden jolt and saw the water around him turn red. That's when he saw the shark. It was a great white, one of the largest and deadliest species in the world. Andrew froze for a second, his mind racing as the shark circled him. He knew that if he panicked, he'd be done for. Andrew quickly recalled the advice he had heard from experienced surfers on dealing with sharks, and knew that he had to remain as still as possible to avoid drawing attention to himself. He tried to keep his board still as he watched the shark circle. At one point, the shark began to show signs of aggression and Andrew knew that he had to act quickly if he wanted to survive. He remembered hearing that sharks have sensitive noses, and thought that he could use this information to his advantage. Acting quickly, he grabbed his cooler from his surfboard, opened it, and dumped its contents into the water. It was a mix of human urine and vomit which often deters sharks. The shark immediately recoiled at the strong scent and swam away. Andrew slowly made his way back to his friends on shore, every moment recounting the incident and trying to process what had happened. After linking up with the group, they quickly packed up and headed to the hospital to have Andrew's injuries treated. He not only had a severe laceration on his leg, but he had scratches on his body from being in close proximity to the shark. It was a life-changing experience for Andrew, and he became much more cautious and mindful of his surroundings every time he ventured into the ocean. Nevertheless, he refused to let fear take over his passion for surfing, and continued to hit the waves whenever he could.